I asked Joe to include a pixel plane editor into HLS, so I thought, as I asked for it, I better put together a quick tutorial, maybe a lengthier tutorial, on how to use it. First step is obviously to open HLS, which I've already done here, and insert a WAV file. I just have the one file converted to WAV at the moment. I just haven't got around to doing any other songs, so we'll just use that one as an example. Not that it's really applicable, because we're only creating effects, but HLS does require a WAV file before you can do anything else. In your pixel plane editor, part of HLS, you need to make sure that your time resolution is the same as what your end sequences are going to be. So if your end sequences are going to be in 25 milliseconds, you need to make sure your time resolution is set the same. Otherwise the effects will be quicker or slower depending on where you have it set. As all mine planned to be in 25 milliseconds, we'll use that. Next we need to add our channels. It's asking me for a sequence name just to save it, so we'll call it tutorial effect editor and save. And just a quick warning, so we'll use my pixel tree as an example, which is 1008 pixels, and add, and it's created 1008 channels for me. Now the pixel plane editor requires all channels be RGB, presuming that any pixel plane will obviously be made from RGB pixels. So quickly select all those, set selection as RGB, which will tick all the boxes, and then so all our outputs are correct, we need to renumber all channels for output, which then quickly and simply lets the software know that each pixel is starting at channel 1 and is 3 pixels, so, 3 channels for output purposes, obviously red, green and blue. And save all changes. Okay, now we could leave the names of each channel as they are, as you can see, from 0 through to 1007, which makes it a little bit hard to manage that size pixel plane. So as my tree is 24 strings of 42 pixels, I decide to rename them. To do that quickly and easily, we use a Excel spreadsheet. 2 columns, 1 to 42, 42 to 01, which I did have to change the format to text so that it reads as 01, just to ensure that all your channels stay in the correct order. I'm not sure whether HLS requires that, but I prefer to be safe than sorry. So to quickly and easily do all our channel names, we can go across to here and equals, quotation, string 01, pixel, and as we're actually pulling the number from column C, quotation, and C1, which then makes that read as string 1, pixel 01, and copy, control C, select down to pixel, select down to row 42 and paste, and quickly and easily paste from pixel 1 to pixel 42. Because my strings do have folds on them, every second row is actually upside down, and I want to be able to create pixel effects from top to bottom as well as left to right. So to make my life a little bit easier, and so all my strings in my pixel editor read from pixel 1 to 42, bottom to top. Every second string is backwards, so we in here, quotation SO2 P, quotation, and D1, which makes that string 02 pixel 42, again copy, select down to pixel or column 84 or row 84, whatever you want to call it, and paste. As you can see, I've already done all the other channels just to make this thing a little bit quicker. And then once that's all complete, highlight all of those and copy, go back to my HLS screen and paste, and I've just renamed 1008 channels that quickly and that easily. Save all changes. Okay, to actually begin editing your pixel plane, first thing you need to do is create a work group. So open up select channels to work on, and again just highlight everything, left click and check. We need a name for it, we'll call it tutorial tree, and save changes. Go back up to manage channels and select work group to work on. There's our tutorial tree. Okay, and we now have pretty much the screen we're always just seeing, with lots and lots of boxes ready to be sequenced. Now to create a left to right fill and back again on my pixel tree, it's as simple as going to the bottom of the tree, or the last string of the tree, which is string 24. Move across a little bit so we've got room to move. Doesn't really matter where we start. So we'll just start here. Highlight the first string. And L. We want to make it fairly quick, so we'll just make one tick each way. Easier to go the other way. Pixel 1 and L. Continue through until you've got all the strings done. And we'll actually leave it recording just to show how quickly I can actually create this effect over 1008 pixels. I did receive a few messages today asking about editing Nutcracker effects. Nutcracker itself is pretty much a standalone program. About the only editing I would ever do to Nutcracker, I've just gone a little bit too far, but as simple as select and delete. Would be to shorten a sequence that has a bit of an overlap. Butterfly comes to mind, that if you set the sequence to run for 10 seconds at 25 millisecond timing, it does actually create the file with a break at around about the 6 or 7 second mark most times. So in HLS you would probably just delete the end of it and get rid of the break. So you've got a smooth transitions between effects. I certainly wouldn't be attempting to modify the actual base of the effect, and it's not really why I asked Joe for the ability to do this. This is more the general idea of what I had in mind when I first asked for it, was to make nice clean fades, up downs, etc, etc. As you can probably notice, I'm doing everything in just a solid fill. There is a reason for that. For the base effect, I've found it simpler to use a solid fill, and then using the over controls later, which I will get to once I finish doing this. 8 strings to go. You can create your ramp up, ramp downs using over effects, so there's really no need to be overcomplicating your actual base effect. Nearly there. Probably a little bit slow because it is getting fairly late at the moment. There we go. We've just created a left, right, left sequence as quickly and as easily as that with 1008 pixels in white. To save, we simply go up to our timeline and right click to put our start tick, control right click to put our end tick, go up here to pixel plane, makes pixel plane effect from RGB. Okay. I'll just quickly create a new folder for the tutorial. And we'll call it white, left, right, left, fill. Okay. And that quickly and that easy, we've saved it. Okay, so now we want to create just a left to right fill effect. Right click to reset our start point, our end point. Right click to set our start point, try again. And down to the bottom just so we can find the center of our thing. Control right click for our endpoint. Back up to pixel plane effect again. Yes, okay. Back to the tutorial file again, and we'll call it white, right, left, fill. Save. And we just created 2 effects. Okay, next up we want to change our effect to red. Just move our starting and end point, just to make it a little bit easier to see where we're working. Control left click to start the selection process all the way down to the bottom. One thing I have found, which may be a little bit of a bug, but easy enough to work around, is to make an over effect go over the whole effect. You do need to go 1 tick past your total effect. Click to make it finalize the selection, go up to effects, apply over control ramp. As when you want to change it to red, we'll click no intensity ramp, just color shift. One thing I have found, again, something maybe Joe needs to look at. We do need to have two slightly different colours of red to make the effect work, which, to be honest, you barely even notice over the effect on the tree. And okay, and our whole effect has now been changed to red. Looks a little bit purplish there, but trust me, it'll be red on the tree. I'll actually output this shortly and we'll go and have a look. Back up to pixel plane, make pixel plane effect. Yes, okay. Save it back into the tutorial, and we'll call it red, left, right, left, and save. Again, we want to create just a left to right fill. Right click on the timeline to set our start point. Find roughly the center point. We might actually put it more to the end. Control right click to set the end point. Pixel plane, make pixel plane effect. Again, through the couple little warnings there. And we'll call it red, left, right, fill. Okay. If I want to remove the over effect, same thing, control left click to start the selection process. Back down the bottom. Doesn't matter if you actually go past the effect. And back up to effects and remove over control ramp. And we're back to our base point effect. So just quickly we'll make a blue effect so it's a little bit more to output. Effects, apply over control, density shift only, blue, slightly different blue, okay. And we've already got that's at our halfway mark, so we'll save that one first, make pixel plane effect. Yes, okay. We'll call that blue. Left, right, fill. Make sure we save it in the tutorial thing. Okay. And save the whole effect. Yes, okay. Tutorial. Blue, left, right, left, fill. Okay. Just remove that. Remove over control ramp. And we'll also make a fade effect. So back up to effects, apply over control ramp. And we'll start it full 100 down to 0, make it a little bit more interesting. We'll go from yellow through to red. Okay, and back up to pixel plane, make effect, yes, okay, and we'll call it yellow, red, left, right, left. Okay, now we'll just quickly throw those into a sequence. So we need to close that one. Just hide that. You weren't supposed to see that, but anyway. Open HLS back up again. And we'll just have an existing sequence which already has my pixel plane set up ready to go. A little bit laggy due to the fact that I'm currently running probably a few too many programs for my computer. into here, add pixel plane effect. We saved in the tutorial. We'll go just quickly add them in one after the other. Red in there. Again, my computer's a little bit laggy. It's not quite used to running this many programs at one time. A little bit too far. Red, and just for a little bit of a twist at the end, we'll add our yellow red one, and we'll select that. And we'll play it at third speed. Poor computer is lagging, but if we extend this across, it now needs to be 3 times the length because it is being played at third speed, so to get the full effect it does need to actually be moved to 3 times its original length. Alright, got a little bit more to go. And now we're ready to output our sequence, which we'll cut off here, and I'll go take a video of the actual tree. And there you have it, from nothing to output in less than 30 minutes. Have fun guys, cheers.